Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Trials of Mana on the Mysterious JG. In rushing to get to where I get off screen to do what we're about to do and check out some class changes, I kind of forgot about the fact that I wanted to keep track of how many videos I'd recorded. And in fact, even though I did a little off screen today, watching Mystery Science Theaters and whatnot, I actually, if I record just a couple more videos, I'll be all set for until my next infusion, which I guess is just the pattern this game's going to take now. So I should stop talking about that to make people uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, if I record a couple more, then I won't need to record again until the next time I'm kind of looking to play this game as a relief. Like, next weekend, I'll feel significantly physically better. I can play something else. It won't bother me as much. So we will switch classes. I don't have all the class change items on this save slot, but I think I've got all the ones I don't actually want, which means I can quickly showcase the characters that we're not going to be using. So, Pretty Princess Angela, who's gone down the path of light, what I ultimately want to use her as is Grand Diviner. Great at fighting and learn attack magic, learn area attack magic. They can learn abilities that help their spells, blah, blah, blah. Thing about them is they have recover 15% of magic points after winning a battle. So people argue about whether Grand Diviner is better than, I don't remember if it's Archmage or Archmage is a good class. Magus, one of her dark classes has even more offensive power, but it doesn't have the recover 15% of MP, so it's a little bit, you got to be a little bit more careful with how you use your MP. But Grand Diviner can just nuke shit all day, and I have been doing that off screen because when we load, I will have spent some time getting more seeds and leveled up Grand Diviner. This is one of the first classes that became available. I spent a lot of time hunting for those seeds, and I didn't get the ones that I wanted for Duran for a while. So in my off-screen world, Angela and Charlotte have been running around in their third class while Duran was stuck in his second class for a while. Because the Boomerang Spiral. But we can also do the Archmage. That's what I'm going to showcase here, but not use. A varied casting class. Archmages can use a variety of powerful elemental attacks to hit enemies where they're weakest. She can recover 40% of MP, but it's only when her HP drops to critical, so not quite as useful, in my opinion. Wand flies around magically and damages enemy from all sides. That's kind of a fun one, Dancing Wand. I've seen that one in the original game. Well, we will turn into Light Dark, which is, I guess we said Archmage. You get a great view of the front as usual. I'm sure we'll... Sorceress to Archmage. And what I'm going to want to do actually is... I'm changing everybody to the class that I don't want. Then I'm going to go to the night market and reset skill points so I can just train everybody up to whatever their ultimate skill is so you can see it once. And then we'll go back to what we're actually going to play through as. But unlike in the original game, you kind of don't know what your characters can develop into. Like, she's going to get Judge. Damage to boss monsters increased. That's nice. That is not something that we get as a Grand Divina. Earthquake Plus. Grand Divina gets all this too. Glitter Dust. Strong magic deals lots of non-elemental damage to enemies in the area. So I think Glitter Dust may be more powerful than... the ultimate spell for Grand Diviner. Not 100% sure, but this is what we want to actually check out. Because Lucent Beam Plus, she doesn't seem to have anything else that Grand Diviner doesn't get. So they've got all the same things with different final spells and different passive skills. So let's go check out what we can do.
Who is switching classes?
Who is switching classes? Oh my god. With Duran.
Try to switch your class.
With Duran, it doesn't seem to make as much difference to me. I don't play as him. He's kind of boring to play as. I mean, he does a lot more damage if you're doing melee than Angela does, obviously. It's just not as much fun. Just hack stuff up to me as it is to use powerful magic. But I went with a class that gives him Moon and Leaf Saber, which can absorb MP or HP. I found it really useless, though, in the forest that we were in, but then I found out, oh, the enemies there are, like, immune to moon magic, so Moon Saber wasn't helping. So he will eventually be an Adelfry. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. Alt's not watching this LP to correct me. At least he isn't as they're going up live. But I don't know what Adelfry refers to. I'm sure it's Germanic somehow, obviously. But they're great at attacking and can learn earth, water, fire, and wind saber magic. They excel at fighting techniques, able to strike at enemy weaknesses. He's got weapon efficiency, 15%, surging power, class strike, whatever. The Duelist, one of the most powerful fighting classes. Duelists learn strong abilities that boost their fighting prowess. Attack strength increases after defeating an enemy. And Quakebringer, which is probably more powerful. Basically, the Duelist is like the pure offense class. And oh shoot, we don't have the item for Duelist. Never mind. I was hoping I could showcase Duelist off screen a little bit, but Adelfry is the one. That's weird. I thought I had on this save slot. I thought I had the wrong item for him. So I don't know. You saw his goofy looking like, oh, I got like a skull motif. I'm scary skull man, barbarian, whatever. So I'm not sure I can be. Not sure I can be bothered, but I am pretty sure that on one of these save slots, probably, I saved before switching Duran's class. So we could probably, as a separate thing, showcase that. With Angela already a Grand Diviner. Grand Diviner. Keep want to call it Grand Diviner. Not good be finer than to meet the Grand Diviner in the morning. So she, obviously, I chose to make her become a necromancer because, if Grimmeth was a small girl trapped in the body of an even smaller girl with a speech impediment, clearly that's what he would be. But instead, we're going to go with Warlock, which I didn't use. A class that is good at weakening magic, Warlocks can also attack enemies with a strong fetid breath spell. Necromancers use Dark Curse, which actually hits all statuses. I'm not sure what a Warlock has going for it, really. A mysteriously enlarged ball flail batters the enemy. But we'll check it out. I'm not sure what its whole deal is. But she is obviously going down the path of darkness to become a tainted soul. But if you go down the light paths with her, she just gets more efficient healing, which, as I've noted with the items in this game, you don't need a dedicated healer. So. And I just don't have the fondness for Charlotte or even Duran that I have for Hawkeye and Wolfman Kevin. So we'll see what powers Charlotte has at her disposal now. I'm more interested in showing off the different variations on Angela, not just because she's got the cute character design, but also just she's more fun to play as. She's got like the cool magic powers and shit. Charlotte has magic powers too, but they're kind of boring. Her summons are fine, I guess. If I was playing her as a primary, I'd be paying more attention to which summons she gets. But yeah, she gets attack down all. Random debuff 2. Hard ricochet. Not a whole lot going on there. Okay, Dispel Magic. Dispels all enemy magic effects. So you can cast that on enemies that have pumped up their own stats. Then she gets Gremlin and Demon. I think she gets Ghosts and something else. So these are slightly different summons that are probably more powerful. 350 Demon. That's probably a more powerful summon than she has as a Necromancer. And Fetid Breath deals fire damage, decreases enemy magic attack and magic defense. That's not terrible. So she got magic defense, weak point. And that's a passive, which she damages all allies deal additional damage when using the weak point. Decrease all enemies' magic defense by 7%. So she's got some nice casuals she can equip to help your party out. But basically, she does attack down all. And she's got something that can then do magic attack and defense down. Whereas Necromancer form just has one a single target curse, which lowers attack, defense, magic attack, and magic defense. So it's good against bosses. Use it on the first turn against a boss. Pay attention for the boss casting anything that would nullify it. Maybe reapply it periodically to make sure it's still there. Very good against bosses. So, like I said, we'll quick reset our skill points so that we can see some of this stuff in action. This is the Shimmering Ruins. That might be the first Benevodon we should go fight, is the one that you reach through the Shimmering Ruins, but we're not quite there yet. This is Trading City was on this... No, that's Wendell. Here it is. Merchant Town, excuse me, Bizer. But there's some fun casting lines that Angela has. We'll end up with her as Grand Diviner, and she says doppelganger in a very amusing way. But yeah, I don't understand what people's complaints about... I think the complaints about the voice acting in this game are entirely down to Kevin and Charlotte. And Kevin, like, I never really envisioned what he was meant to talk like other than Bobo and I having fun with the Wolfman Jack technologies. Did I happen to keep... Perfect. Have a dream read in the inventory. It makes little situations like this easier. I don't have to bother with an inn. I can just run straight to the night market. Here, are you the ghost guy? The night market's looking for more entertainers. It's like that guy comes back. Shh. Look, there on the horizon. I saw something move. I bet it was Vuskov. Heard Skipper's talking about it. Ooh, I wish I could take a ride on Mysterious Beast. Sounds inviting. Thanks for your help with the ghost ship. I'm going to give up on Supernatural now. I like Mysterious Beasts. I get so excited thinking about them. Oh, we're friends with him now. I guess I need to go back and talk to him more. Oh, I should have talked to him a long time ago. That would have been useful when I was grinding off screen. So we don't seem mad at him, although we probably should be. Phony fortune teller. Wants their points reset. Angela. That'd be 99,000 lucre. Here goes nothing. Rah. Till next time. Same thing for Charlotte. Oh, it didn't go up. I thought it would go up each time. It is pretty expensive. Alright, so I might be making a whole video out of this. So I just want to completely max this so that she can learn Ice Pillar Smash, Evil Gate Plus, Spike Freeze, Glitter Dust. I don't know if I got Evil Gate Plus as Grand Diviner. That might be missing. But yeah, I basically want to learn Glitter Dust. Oh, who cares with this? We'll get back to this later. Nothing else really matters, right? It's all stuff that I'm going to be showcasing as Grand Diviner anyway. I suppose I don't think I have Lucent Beam Plus yet on the other slot, so... So lots of magic that she obviously doesn't have now, but magic armor. Need to give her something for so we can actually show off some of this stuff. Actually, magic is pretty cheap for her. 30 plus for a 70% reduction. And the biggest problem with using the doppelganger spell off screen is that she can get knocked out of it if many enemies attack her. So you're the same deal, right? It's all spirits. So if we want to see fetid breath, I don't probably care about spirit plus 10, but fetid breath. Yeah, we'll spend the rest on this. I guess we won't spend the rest on this. And just pump the rest in here, whatever. And, boost your hit points, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I'm bothering with much of this. Super summon. Weak point all is good, actually. Magic defense all down. Yeah, this will help Angela, so let's just do this. Cool. So this is... Oh, I guess it's still... I was about to say, wow, that back piece is pretty long, and the split isn't as extensive as it is in a lot of her costumes. Maybe this is Angela's costume. It won't give you constant shots of her butt, but... Nope, it still flows up when she's running. I thought for some reason Grand Divina was the light dark path. So actually this is where she goes towards the path of light and takes a little tiny detour back to the dark side at the end. The other costume, the Grand Divina, is where she's like ultimate, holy, pure, whatever. Even though in this one she's decked out in all white. And then Charlotte's costumes, just, I guess she wears darker colors when she's, quote, evil, but they just don't feel that different. I guess it doesn't matter where I go. I'm just going to show off a few fights, so... Let's go pick on the Wolfmen. You objected! So we'll start off with Charlotte. Well, not here, obviously, but once we... Oh, this is Astoria, not Minto. Oh, well, whatever. I guess we're going to beat up Rabbites then. Doesn't matter. Like, the high-end... Like, Angela's ultimate spell, I doubt it's that different in effectiveness. It'll be different. It'll look different. She'll have a different casting phrase, which would be fun to show off. But, I mean, with the right passives on her, that the only time Doppelganger isn't killing all the enemies on screen is if they're not at all clumped together, or if she gets knocked out of it. So that's pretty predictable range. I'm having a hard time figuring out exactly how far Glitter Dust goes. I mean, a Doppelganger. So the idea of this spell as it hits is that it's multi-elemental. Doppelganger, I believe, is non-elemental. This is like, it hits every element. And she's burning through magic like a mother. Just hoping to hear more than one casting phrase. We've heard Glitter Dust. Is this too much? This might sting. Is this too much for you? And Glitter Dust.
What a joke.
So not the most impressive enemies to be using against, but I assure you, against anybody that we would be able to beat in a straight-up fight normally, if somebody gets caught up in her ultimate magic attack right at about this point, they're going to get wiped out.
You wish. Of course we won.
And I guess I should look at the pumped up version of Lucent Beam. Because Grand Diviner will get that eventually, but she doesn't have it yet, I believe. Wow, that just looked like it hit everybody, but probably it only hit people in a certain radius that wasn't quite as visible. And she went through all of her magic. Oh no, she didn't. I just hadn't started the battle yet.
I know what to do.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So Grand Diviner doesn't get that. It's the
I'm on the job.
Yeah, we got stuck down there together. Me and a rabbite that couldn't flee. So now we'll check out her spells. Chest Knight, Machine Golem, we've seen. Let's see Gremlin.
Careful. It's the enemy. It's over.
I don't think I even saw the Gremlin. Oh, they're the little floaty... Okay, I got it. They're those little floaty imp-looking guys.
Get him. I know what to do. It's over. How's that?
And, Fetid Breath. Okay, not that great, I guess. All right. Fetid Breath, because I was fighting against such weak enemies, it's hard to tell. But Holy City Wendell. I may not have saved one up where we've got a way to transform Duran into his other form. But well, hold on. 38, 59, 38, 58, 41. This one might be it, actually, because I definitely leveled up Duran. Like, I was leveling everybody up while trying to get more seeds, and Duran was the last one who was able to transform. So if this, in this save slot here, if he's not already an Elden Fry, whatever they're called, a Morgendorfer, it just might be that I don't have a slot where we can do this. Okay, here we go. Well, no. I think we're in the same. I think this is the same spot. I think I didn't. I accidentally saved over where I was. Battler. Yeah, I accidentally saved over. It looks like a slot where we could take Duran another path, because I think everything past this point. See if that was 38:49. So 50. We'll try 41 minutes. No, wait. These were the ones yeah, 41 we just tried. So the only thing with more time on it than 41 is the one with another, like, 10 hours almost of watching Mystery Science Theater and goofing around. Not necessarily being very efficient. And also, I spent a lot of time... I got a FAQ open and found all the little cactuses we'd missed up to this point. And none of them were hidden in places where I don't regret having done that off screen, because there were a handful that I hadn't found because they were just kind of behind a bush or something out in a dungeon, and I didn't notice that you could. It looked like it was the end of the outside edge of the path, and you could actually go slightly farther. And it weren't that exciting. There was a couple that we did find on screen, but I hadn't found off screen, because there was a stretch right from about the time we beat the first boss till we get to the first class change. I did a bunch of stuff off screen on a Saturday night with a little bourbon and Coke, intentionally keeping a slot so that I could load back. And there's some stuff we missed there. The same as, like, on screen, we went back to the jail cell and found that guy. Off screen, I didn't do it, and off screen, I missed a couple of little cactuses. It's been so long since I've been home. Next time I'm gonna make sure Heath is with me. I want him to see my awesome new necromancer powers. But anyway, and then there's a couple that I missed just because, like, there's places that you go to before the first time you're allowed to sight little cactus on the Golden Road, because the character tells you about little cactus. But anyway, now you see these are the actual level up forms we did take. But the first time someone tells you about little cactus, then little cactus sightings start appearing, and there's a couple of places we'd cleared before we got that far in the story that have little cactuses, and I just never went back to them. So then with the guide open, I was like, oh, like the Rabite Forest has a couple little cactuses that we missed. That sort of thing. Anyway, I got better gear for Angela from Seeds. So she now has a Millane crown and a Millane dress, which may or may not be the best armor she can get in this form. I don't know. It was a pretty significant stat increase, it felt like. Nothing fancy has popped up for our Necromancer friend, but the Pegasus mail appeared for Duran, and he's, something I got out of a seed, so that's fine. Angela is... She's got a couple of her spells. She doesn't know the powered-up version of them. And it looks like she'll get... Opponent's elemental damage reduced by 20. She's going to get Lucent Beam Plus, which we saw. She will never get Evil... Oh, no, she does have Evil Gate Plus. Never mind. I thought she didn't get that. But she's got Doppelganger. So... Nope. That's not what I meant to do. So, what are we going to do now? This video is pretty much almost over. I just spent a whole video kind of showcasing a little bit of what might have been with Charlotte and Angela, and Duran kind of got left out in the cold. But his classes, I mean, the difference is in passives and I guess the class strikes, but I don't really think about them that much. It's passives and then which sabers he gets to use. And I think the dark path for him, Duelist, I think his thing is he gets lots of different sabers, but they're all single cast. He doesn't get Moon or... I don't think he gets Moon or Wood. I think he just gets, like... I don't know what his deal is. But the sabers aren't that exciting. They're not very visually exciting in this game. But anyway, check this out. I got more little cactus stuff. And it looks like I was finding maybe 2 out of every 3 up to that point, because there's quite a few that I'd missed, despite trying to be kind of careful with it. But our last reward was the thing that gives you the ability to spot little cactuses. Not actually see them on the map, but just see whether they are there to be found. So, thanks to my off-screening, I've got the little cactuses that we should be able to get at this point. And they will actually tell you from this map screen, did you get all the cactuses? Did you get all the treasure boxes? Frustratingly... There is a little cactus that I mixed on Obliviate, whatever the hell the name of that island is, which you can't visit as Flamey. You have to intentionally get back on Gamera and sail back to the island to revisit. It doesn't even show up on the map now with Flamey, but I missed one there, and I would not have figured that out without the fact. So I think where we actually want to go for next time? Well, I was thinking I would go back to the Moonlight Dior... Moonlight Floor, not like the moon. Dior is the town. The forest is named something else, but I think actually the Shimmering Ruins, because in theory the order in which you take on the God Beast, the first one you take on will be the easiest, and they'll get harder. And I remember the God Beast of Light being pretty mean. The God Beast of Darkness is a bit of a plot mystery. Where is it? What's going on with it? We don't have the option of trying to deal with the God Beast of Darkness now, but we have our pick of wood, moon, light, fire, ice, wind, and earth. And I generally think light might be the most dangerous. So when we come back next time, we will take on... I don't know that it makes a difference. They imply that it does. I think it's probably bull. But when we come back next time, we'll start working on trying to get to the God Beast of Light. I'm Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.